then as a business you cannot prosper, because businesses need tranquility, stability, and predictability to be able to plan, to produce goods and services, to satisfy customers, and to produce the profits that shareholders expect. And so we sometimes take our peace for granted. But as I said, if you listen to somebody who's just been to a West African country, and according to his own testimony here, I don't know what kind of function it was, but they played Ghanaian music, and because he was a Ghanaian, everybody in the room wanted to dance with him. Now that's very scary. Lesbians, gays, heterosexuals, others, all rushing at you, just because you're from Ghana. So that's the positive side of being a Ghanaian, which we may underestimate, and which this event that we are all here to support is trying to raise our awareness about and to improve and increase our appreciation of. And then, therefore, for me as Minister for Trade and Industry in this republic, knowing what businessmen and industrialists need in order to succeed, it is the honor of that ministry to be associated with this event and to support it and to encourage all who are here and all who are hearing the sound of our voices to support us in this movement to promote peace and tranquility before, during, and after the 2016 elections. We saw a presentation about social media and the use of a new application to report on people's reactions to any particular policy or initiative, or even some personal comments that you might make. That's very good. We congratulate those who are promoting this, because just yesterday at the Dutch embassy, I was again invited to speak to a group of young people, Dutch citizens and Ghanaian citizens, who have worked over the last several months jointly across oceans to develop various products and services, including information and communication technology, software and applications, as part of a joint effort to promote collaboration and brotherhood across continents and across races and across nations. So that's the international dimension of the peace and unity we are trying to promote here, but all of which are also aimed at young people, trying to tap into their minds, trying to tap into their spirit of innovation, and to add new products and services to the goods that we all have. This follows up on work that the Meltwater Institute in West Legon has also been doing, in East Legon rather, to encourage young men and women over a 48-hour period to develop various apps that can become commercialized and for which angel investors and venture capitalists, private equity funds can eventually provide support for. So this is all about entrepreneurship. And indeed, the idea of even holding a concert of this nature, which I hope is commercially oriented, that people are going to pay some gate fees and some revenues may be generated from it, products will be promoted and services will be rendered. And again, that adds to any country's gross domestic product, it adds to the generation of incomes, it adds to prosperity. So even the concept itself, as peace-oriented as it is also part of the process of improving our economic development and our general prosperity. So let me conclude by indicating that all of us here have to continue to preach this message of peace wherever we are. And yesterday I had the privilege of visiting 3 young men in our prisons who, by virtue of things they said, have landed themselves in jail. And as difficult as their circumstances were, I went to reassure them and to encourage them and to lift up their spirits. Because in one sense, they are paying a price for all those who would otherwise have said things and misbehaved between now and the election period. They are paying a price for many people. And by virtue of their sacrifice, as it were, many people would not have to either end up in jail or get hurt or be injured if there were conflicts, and there were fights, and there was violence. So they are saving lives, even though they may not be aware of it. Yeah, and for that we thank them. So their message, and the message that I give to them is like that, because all of us learn to speak more, with more civility between ourselves, on radio stations in particular, on television, we can have a more peaceful election than as painful and as unfortunate as their sentences are. It may be seen as an investment in this democratic dividend and the peace and tranquility of this country that we are all preaching. So let me also, on behalf of the organizers, thank all the sponsors and the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Zedek Entertainment, the mass media, and everyone who between now and the concert itself and after the concert towards the elections will play their respective roles to ensure that Ghana continues to be the black star of Africa, a country that is highly respected, not only in the African continent, but all over the world. Have to go to Papua New Guinea and to Barbados and to Fiji and other strange places that by God's grace I've had the privilege to visit, to appreciate the high esteem in which this country is held. And that doesn't matter whether you're talking about a particular political party, it's about Ghana. That's right. And the black star that is shining above us. Thank you very much.